Alright, so are you struggling with hitting your shots in Marvel Rivals? Is your FPS lower than it should be? Well, this is the video for you. Welcome back, ladies and gents. We have finally made it to Marvel Rivals, and I wanted to put a settings video together for you all to help you out there in the fight. Now, I'm on a PC on controller player, but this is going to be for the controller players. The PC players, sorry guys. I played this game last night for about 3 hours, and I had so much fun playing it. It was a blast for my first time. But when I first booted the game up and started a match with the default sensitivity settings, they were slow as a Walmart electric scooter. The fuck out the way. Now, before we jump into all my settings, then make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe, as I'll be bringing a good amount of Marvel Rivals content to your feed. Let's dive right in. So I think Cloak and Dagger is like me and my wife. That is literally a depiction of me and her. I think this is going to be my favorite character set, but let's get back to the setting. Okay, guys, so for starters, we're going to start at display settings, and we're going to go through all of them: display, audio, not keyboard, controller, social, other, accessibility. Some of them I kept completely default because you really don't need to change them, but let's just dive right in. So target display, I have that set to primary monitor. Of course, display mode, borderless windowed, aspect ratio 16:9. That is locked in. Resolution 1440p, that's locked in. Anti-aliasing and super resolution type NVIDIA DLSS. Super resolution mode, I have that set to performance. Frame generation mode, I have that turned off. This actually really helps with, or hurts with, input lag. So if you are running frame generation, if you have a 40 series card, which I do, I could turn it on if I wanted, but this actually hurts your game more than helps your game. Just turn it off. It gives you more FPS, but your shots will be missing, so turn it off. Low latency mode, I have that turned off. Limit FPS, I have that capped all the way to the max, which I'm actually pushing that with no problem. Show FPS, I have that turned on. Network stats off. VSync, turn this off. This is by default turned on. Turn it off. Guys, don't ever play a game with VSync on. Turn that shit off. Game language, English, obviously, I'm speaking that. Now, optimize settings, this is the big part. When I first played the game, guys, I ran optimize, as I always do in every game, and it cranked everything to ultra, and the game played well. I mean, it held a good 160 frames with no problem, and the game looked great. If you're looking to get the most out of your PC and the most FPS that you can get, as you could see, mine is like ready to climb higher than 240, but the game is not allowing it. Turn some of this stuff down and do not optimize it based off of your PC specs. Graphics quality, custom. Global illumination, turn this from lumen, which is crazy hard on your PC, just like Fortnite, running Fortnite at lumen. Crazy. Turn this to SSGI low quality. Reflection quality, turn that to screen space reflections. Model detail, I have that set to medium instead of high or ultra. They still look great on a 1440p monitor. Post processing low, shadow detail low, texture detail low, effects detail low, foliage quality low. Turn all this stuff to low, guys, and trust me, you will go up about 100 FPS with no problem. Now, audio, master volume, this is default set to 70, sound effects volume 100, lobby ambience 100, music 80, lobby music 80, in-game voice 100. Playback mode set to headphones. Output device, I have so many, but it's set to headphones. 3D enhancement, turn that off. Background playback, that is set on. I love to hear some audio while it's in the background, you know. I mean, I guess I can turn that off. There's no point of listening to the audio while it's in the background. Input device, yeah, this is for my voice chat. I have so many different microphones and so much stuff going on. I just have this set to my, it's right now set to my controller, but it will be set to my fast track. Voice chat mode, push to talk, of course. Voice chat volume, I turn that all the way down. Mic volume 80. Voice chat is turned off. I don't like hearing anyone unless I'm playing ranked. I'm not gonna be listening to anyone. Voiceover subtitles, this is more of a preference thing. I have this turned off, but if you want to read what you hear, make sure to turn that on. Combat mix, I have it set to default. I mean, I could change this, but I like the default. Hit indicator, I have that set to 4. Material layers 100, UI layer 100. A lot of this stuff is set to default. All of this is set to default. Announce when a teammate is KO'd. I have that turned off because teammates die a lot in this game. So there's no point of hearing that your teammate has died every single time they die. Announce enemy KO, turn that off because you kill lots of players. I mean, I went on a 10 kill streak. So just turn that off. Free cam character voices on, free cam system voices on. Now, keyboard, we're going to skip this because I'm not playing on PC and mouse. Mouse and key. I am playing on controller. Now, cursor sensitivity. This one was annoying me so much when I went through the settings. My cursor sensitivity was set all the way down here and I was moving like this. Like, what the hell is this, man? So turn that up to 200 so you can actually move around with your controller. Vibration, turn that off. It just hurts your aim. Make sure to turn that off. So the big stick sensitivity. So horizontal sensitivity, it is set to default down here and the vertical is set way down here. Make sure to turn this up. I'm using 170 and 150. This feels really good to me. It feels really snappy, but not too fast. If you want to copy these settings, definitely try it. It's well worth. We're going to go into the advanced aim sensitivity curve. I have it set to linear, and then all my dead zones, these are all set to default. I did not change any of these. So if you want to copy this, you can, or just set your settings to default. This is totally fine. I'm running a brand new controller. I don't have any dead zone problems. I'm good to go. Now, the reticle is a very important one, guys. This one's a very important one. So the reticle type is set to default, which is a circular one. And it also is like waving, like it's bad. It's like, I'll turn it on for you. Reticle animation. Do you really want to see that the whole time? That is just overkill. That's just too much, guys. So turn that off. Change the reticle to crosshairs, turn that off so you can have just a basic FPS reticle. This is what you want. So there is a few things that I did change inside of the reticle, and that's the width. I turned it down a little bit to 6. The reticle opacity, I kept that at 100. Outline, I kept that at 50. Outline, opacity, I kept that at 100. Blur, 0. Center gap, 33. Crosshair length, I did turn this down as well. It's normally up here, and I turned it down to 17, which is a good size. This is like perfect size. So make sure to copy that because that's really good and really important as well. And then the color, I kept it at default white. And the allied health bars, that's at default. Hero button mappings. This one is going to be a whole nother video because there is a lot of heroes and I have to learn the heroes and learn how they play before I can do a settings on that. So that's going to be a whole new video. But once I get it down packed, I will bring you guys a new video on my best and favorite heroes and what buttons I'm using for them. So we're going to jump over to UI. Hero profile, this is all set to default. I didn't change anything in there. Communication, I did not change anything in here. This is all set to default. And social, this is all set to default as well. Overview, visibility, statistics, history, everyone. Whisper messages, all the messages, I have that set to on. You can talk to me if you like. Friend requests, go ahead and add me if you want. iBoy FPS, I am on here. Allow spectating, open to all, invitation to room, team room, everyone. I might change that to friends only so I can manage who comes into my lobbies. Avoid as a teammate and block list. This, default stuff. Other network diagnostics. I know my network is great. Trust me, I'm running fiber to my house. It is amazing, blazing fast, in and out. Accessibility, colorblind, this is all personal preference, guys. This is all set to default. I like the colors in the game. Everything looks good. Now, that is a quick settings video for you guys that I'm running on controller for you guys to use. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you leave a like down below. Also subscribe, like I said earlier in the video. And YouTube has picked a video just out for you to watch next. Sit back and enjoy it. I'll see you in the next one.